You're listening to
Super, whatever the infernal thing is.
Supercalifragilistic Awesome Disney Podcast. Each week, we're going to talk about three things. In Main Street, USA, we'll talk about the latest Disney news.
You are a sad, strange little man. You have my pity.
In Tomorrowland, we'll talk about the things we're looking forward to.
Watch out for my butt!
And World Showcase is dedicated to our favorite Disney adventures.
I am Merida, firstborn descendant of Clan Dunbrog, and I'll be shooting for my own hand.
So let's get this show on the road.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Hey there, everybody. This is Chris.
I'm Kelly.
Welcome to this week's show. I love that intro. In fact, I love that the little Merida clip in that intro so much because we just talked about how the incoming administration is going to have all women on the communications team.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I'm going full feminist in my section this week, too. So
hot diggity.
Yeah.
You going straight up Chewbacca with those ears, though.
Yeah, and I guess these would be considered more of like a traditional Mickey ear.
Yeah, they are. They're
Yeah.
more of a hat as
More of
opposed
a
to a
hat.
headband.
Yeah, okay.
I love it, though.
But I love it.
I love it. It's
Right?
fuzzy.
So once again, like those of you that were worried that I was running out of ears, I'm not running out of ears. What I will say is I do not currently have any Christmas ears.
Uh-oh. Have to fix that in 2 weeks.
So we'll jump on that in a bit.
Yeah, 14 days. You can start working on that.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, by the way, I'm modeling new merch again this week.
Modeling the merch.
Awesome. I think this is my favorite one.
Yeah, I like it.
So, as always, we're super grateful, and it just our cup overfloweth with people that are downloading our.
Did you say overfloweth?
I did.
Okay.
Are downloading our podcast each week. This week, I saw folks from Clarksville, Georgia. I don't know if that's the same as the last train to Clarksville. I don't know if that's the same Clarksville.
Okay.
But I saw it, and I thought, oh, Clarksville, that's awesome.
That's cool.
So thank you if you're in Clarksville for downloading. We have people that we love dearly in Branson, Missouri.
Yes,
that
you do.
downloaded our show, and I literally lit up when I saw that on the download list.
Yes.
Flagami, Florida. I don't know if that's how that's pronounced.
Did you say Fleagami?
F-L-A, Flagami.
Flugami.
Flagami, Florida. I don't know. It's right beside. It's basically just a neighborhood beside the airport in Miami.
Okay.
So
Flugami.
Yeah.
Great name.
Actually, had caused us to stay at a hotel there in that neighborhood.
In Flugami.
Yeah, a couple of years ago. And Brest, France, which is right on the Atlantic Ocean. They have a wonderful aquarium there. Ocean something. I can't remember.
You said breast?
B-R-E-S-T.
Okay.
I'm
such
you were like a 13-year-old.
Such a fifth grader. Did you say boob? I thought you said breast.
I did. Brest, France. It's right on the water.
You said boob.
Oh, gosh. Let's move on to the news before you get out of hand. Okay, so a little bit of bad news again this week. Disney is going to be laying off. They had originally announced they're going to lay off 28,000 people, and they've amended that to be 32,000 people.
Man.
So an additional 4,000 people are going to be on the look for a new position somewhere, and that's just really a bummer. This dang coronavirus pandemic related economic depression just cannot leave fast enough, man. It's just the worst. Scott Guston, I think that's how you say his name. He's a reporter. He's a political reporter, but also he reports on like theme parks and whatnot.
Okay.
I follow him on Twitter, and he shared that we had talked about before during the holidays that they're going to be projecting scenes onto the castle, Christmas scenes onto the castle.
Right.
Well, along with that, they're going to be doing what he calls pyrotechnic pixie dust. So from the castle, they will also be popping off fireworks randomly, not announced.
That's fun.
Don't gather for it, but just along with the projected displays on the castle.
That's fun.
They'll be popping off some pyrotechnic pixie dust.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that term.
Yeah. Joe Rohde, I think is how you pronounce his name. It could be Rhodey. He was an Imagineer for the last 40 years. Became very kind of famous because of the Imagineer documentary on Disney Plus, where he talks about he was responsible for Animal Kingdom, basically.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, and along with a lot of other things, he's been in the world of Disney Imagineering for 40 years. He's retiring, and so a lot of tributes online for his retirement.
Okay, well, good for him, man.
He deserves a break, man. Because he's been responsible for a lot of things beyond Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, it's a solid career.
Yeah, very much so. He started out as a model designer for the planning of Epcot, which opened in '82.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, he's been around, seen a lot.
It's fun.
So, and a very interesting guy. I recommend everybody watch the episodes of the Imagineering documentary on Disney Plus where he's involved. He's a pretty cool guy. Okay. Epcot's Festival of the Holidays has been extended by 1 day. It was supposed to end on December the 30th. They're going to take it through to New Year's Eve, which I think is a pretty cool thing to do.
It's so odd that they had not already done that.
Why?
1 day.
1 day. Just grow it by 1 day.
Okay.
So at the Festival of the Holidays, they've introduced an Olaf. It's called Olaf's Holiday Tradition Expedition. And it's a scavenger hunt featuring Olaf.
Oh, how cute.
Yeah, so you can pick up a map and stickers for like $8 at various locations around the World Showcase Promenade. And what you do is you go into each pavilion. You're looking for Olaf's sleigh and the holiday tradition from that land.
Now that's cute. A little educational activity.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. And then successful completion of the maps can be turned into Disney Traders, Mouse Gear, or the World Traveler for a holiday gift.
That's cute.
Yeah. So I thought that's fun.
Very cute.
I just thought it was interesting that Satuli Canteen offered a Thanksgiving meal. We talked all about Thanksgiving meals last week, and I couldn't find anything that Satuli Canteen was doing. But they did offer a Thanksgiving dinner bowl. Bowls are kind of like their thing there. Wood-grilled turkey with gravy, stuffing, sweet potato hash, vegetable slaw, and cranberry boba pearls.
I love their boba pearls.
Yeah. And then they finished that off with a pumpkin cream cheese mousse that looked absolutely alien in its design.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was really, really neat. And it came with some of the cranberry boba pearls, too.
Yeah, Satuli Canteen is a dark horse.
It is.
Don't sleep on Satuli Canteen.
Totally agree with that. Something else, sort of park related. For 20 years, Disney in Orlando has partnered with a coalition in the city of Orlando that does outreach for homeless people, especially during the holidays. So Disney chefs actually cook a meal for like 650 homeless people on Thanksgiving or the day after or something to that effect. All these Disney chefs get together and they just cook this amazing meal and serve that many people. And they did that again on Friday. But this year they also collected all the coins from the fountains around the Walt Disney World Park and donated $20,000 worth of coins.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Isn't that cool?
That's great.
From all the fountains where people make wishes.
That's great.
Which is really neat. And the last thing I've got is tomorrow night, November the 30th, Disney's Holiday Sing-Along on ABC is going to be broadcast. 12 amazing performers doing holiday faves, including but not limited to Andrea Bocelli, BTS. Oh my gosh.
Huge in our house.
Huge here. Michael Bublé, Julianne Hough, Leslie Odom Jr., who was, Aaron Burr, among other things.
Right.
I'm sure he's famous
Sure,
for.
he's done other things too, yeah.
Katy Perry, Pink, and a number of other people.
Okay.
Also, though, the Disney theatrical Broadway casts of The Lion King and Aladdin, plus the North American touring companies for Frozen, will be at the New Amsterdam Theater in New York City doing Let It Go.
Wow, we've seen a lot at New Amsterdam Theater.
We've seen a couple of things there.
We've seen several things there. I love New Amsterdam Theater.
Di Cappella, which is the a cappella group that's Disney. They'll be sort of the folks that are encouraging the audience at home to sing along. It is a sing along, actually.
Fun.
Yeah. And the entire event is an effort to raise awareness for Disney's Feed the Love campaign, which actually feeds other wonderful things like Make-A-Wish and other charitable endeavors also.
Okay.
So,
That's awesome.
yeah, I think that's really cool.
That's fantastic. Yep. So is that our news?
That's it.
Okay, well, here we go with another trivia question.
I'm only 500 behind.
I know, honey, and you're going to get this one, right? At this point, I am picking what I believe to be softballs. There are some really difficult ones in this list. I'm picking what I believe to be softballs just because, again, I want you to come out on top here, but we have already decided not to do trivia for season 3 because I just can't.
We didn't decide.
I decided I can't keep beating up on you like this every week. I want you to show in a really great light on the podcast.
That's really sweet.
I'm not okay
just
with
not
you
bothered
being
by it.
negative 500. Okay. Well, here we go. You're going to get this one. Softball. Here it comes. What is Flynn Rider's real name in Tangled? Oh, my goodness. You know this.
I have an idea, but I really don't have an idea, but I did know that wasn't his real name.
You know his name.
I don't.
If you'd...
Jerry.
Why is it always Jerry?
I don't know.
Why is it always Jerry? You went with Jerry last week. It wasn't Jerry last week. It's not going to be Jerry again this week.
I don't know. I do remember that he had that he.
I'm going to give you his initials, but I want to know if the initials give it to you. Then I'm not giving you full credit.
It's not going to. I love that you said this is a softball.
E.
Eugene.
F. Yes, Eugene.
Eugene Flanders.
Fitzherbert. Eugene Fitzherbert. It's a horrible name. Of course he would change it to Flynn Rider.
I only lose 250 points. Or I only lose 50 points for that one.
I'm only giving you 25 points for that. Okay. You earned 25 points for getting Eugene after I told you his first initial was E.
They only say Fitzherbert once, I think.
I
think that she ends up calling him Eugene a couple times, maybe.
Very disappointing. We've got to take this out of season 3. Okay.
No problem. All right. So then on to Tomorrowland. Okay. So we love to travel at Christmas time. And the thing that makes traveling at Christmas time better than going anywhere any other time of the year is what? It's the Christmas decorations,
stuff.
right?
Yeah, Christmas decor.
It's the decor, right? So we go to Disney other times of the year, but it's always better at Christmas. When we go to New York, it's always better at Christmas.
Yeah.
And the trees are always the star of the show, right? There's always garland and stuff, but the trees are the star of the show. So what is cool that they have been doing for the last couple of years at Disney Springs was this Christmas tree trail. Christmas tree trail.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, we walked through it last year. But,
did we really?
Yeah, we did. Huh. So, we certainly did walk through it. Oh, so it's, it was this trail. It's right on the edge of Disney Springs, like sort of near where the buses used to pick up. And it'd be about 24 themed Christmas trees, each one separate.
I do remember that.
Hey, there we go.
I remember it.
I like
yes.
it when the light bulb comes on.
Okay, I remember that.
Yeah, and so I think
I remember nothing else about it, except for, like you said, it was near where the buses pick you up.
Yeah, because you could actually, you just walk by them on the outside, and you sort of had to walk around to get to the entrance.
Yes.
And then you were back where you started from when you went through it.
I think we accidentally walked through it.
We did, and it was
we
also...
thought that was the entrance to Disney Springs.
During the daytime. We also walked through during the daytime, which is neat, but not as cool as walking through it at nighttime.
Right.
At nighttime, the lights are on. It's like 24 trees, all decorated in different ways. And, they tried to make it snow in there with the Disney Snope feature. Snow. I should be seeing snow come down right now.
Right. In case y'all are wondering, I'm adding snow to our YouTube video. Every time one of us says snow, 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 snow.
So, you're walking through there at night. You've got the lights, the trees, maybe get some hot chocolate just for the ambiance, even if it's 70 degrees in Florida. And I don't know, it sort of felt like the nicest Christmas tree lot at Christmas time ever.
Yeah.
Right? It's a really cool feel. but they can't do the Christmas tree trail this year because of social distancing, and you can't pack everybody into that because it's not a super long trail.
Right.
It's really more of a light meander.
Okay.
So this year they're doing something that is, at the very least, I don't know if it's as cool as the Christmas tree trail. It's different, but I really applaud the folks at Disney Springs for trying to come up. Hey, we can't do Disney trail, the Christmas tree trail this year. What can we do? And like they didn't just toss it; they came up with something new.
Okay.
So this year is the Christmas tree stroll. Totally. Doesn't that sound totally different?
No. It sounds like they changed one word.
Well, they changed more than one word. So this year it's about 12 trees.
Okay.
And instead of one like pathway that you walk down, they scattered the 12 trees across all of Disney Springs.
Okay, so you're meant to stroll around Disney
You're meant
Springs.
to stroll, and as you stroll through shops and restaurants and things of that nature, you come across their trees that are part of the Christmas tree stroll. Yeah, and they're all themed again, and you pick up a map of where the trees are, and or roughly where the trees are, and the map comes with stickers. Okay, and so the stickers correspond with whatever the theme is for the trees. Okay. So, for example, there's a Haunted Mansion tree.
Aww.
Right? And there's a sticker of Madame Leota.
Aww.
Okay, so then you use the map to work your way. As you're walking around Disney Springs doing your Disney Springs type stuff, you come across a tree. It won't be very hard to figure out which tree it is, and you take the sticker and put it on the map. There's a spot on the map that corresponds with that tree.
Okay.
And so you find all 12 trees, and you put the stickers on, and you take it to a participating store or restaurant at Disney Springs, and they give you a little surprise once you've
Any store?
Any participating store. So there are stores where you also get discounts on food and shopping
with the little map.
With the map, and you don't have to have the map completed to get the discounts. You just
you have to have it completed to get the prize.
You gotta have it completed.
But so, for example, if I carry it to World of Disney, do I get a Disney-related prize? And if I carry it to the Sunshine Churros booth, do I get a churro?
No, and it's not much. It's a button. It's a little button that says Disney Springs Christmas Tree Stroll 2020.
Okay.
Yeah, and for
a pin?
Like a pin.
Okay, a pin.
A pin button that goes on the shirt. Those are kind of a big deal. And
like a Disney pin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
And it'll have the year on it. So for people who are
that's a big deal.
Like serious pin collectors, this is going to be something that they want.
Sure.
The year on it.
Okay, but so that's what you mean. Everybody's got the same prize. It doesn't matter where you turn your map in. You get the same prize no matter where you turn your map. Okay.
That's right.
That's what I was wondering, if I was going to have to pick which prize based on the location.
No. You are so competitive. And you are so into free stuff.
Well, then I'd be like, we've got to do two maps. You do a map and I'll do a map, and you go here to get your prize and I go here to get my prize.
Already strategizing.
You got to strategize.
Well, we could do that still and get 2 buttons.
Is it a button or a pin? Now,
isn't it the same?
Stressing me out. No, it is not the same.
It is a button with a pin on it that sticks to your chest.
No, not the same. I'm talking about Disney pins, like what people collect.
No, it's not one of those.
So you're telling me it's like a circular button, like what you get if you're celebrating your happy anniversary at Disney.
Yes.
Not as cool. That's not as cool. People care more about the pins.
They do, for sure. For sure. But I argue, I'm not a pin person per se, although if you've played our games, we've been giving out some awesome pins.
We've been giving out pins.
But I would wager that people who are pin people would love to have this.
No. Not the same. They're not putting that on their little pin book to trade. You don't trade. I would trade you this happy anniversary button for your Big Thunder Mountain Railroad pin.
Just throw the Disney Springs people under the
I'm just saying it doesn't work that way. They could have done better than a button.
Maybe.
If you wear the button around Disney Springs, do you get the discount everywhere you go?
You get the discount just for having the map.
Even if the map is not complete.
That's right.
No, the button sucks.
Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious. So the map does unlock a 10 to 20% discount at the following locations.
Okay.
Blaze Pizza, and just before we get into it, Homecoming is not on this list, so,
We can discount Homecoming for being DVC members.
That's true. Blaze Pizza, Chicken Guy, which is Guy Fieri's place, CityWorks. You actually don't get a discount at CityWorks. You spend $20 at CityWorks and you get a free bar bite or something with your meal. Earl of Sandwich, House of Blues, Joffrey's,
Okay.
Paddlefish, Terralina, Paradiso, Planet Hollywood, The Polite Pig, and Splitsville.
I will say 10 to 20% off at Joffrey's is not a lot.
I guess it depends on what you get there.
It's like $1.
You also get 10 to 30% off shopping at Alex and Annie, Arriba Brothers,
Reba.
Basin, House of Blues, Johnny Was, Kipling, Luxury of Time, Origins, Pandora, Ron John, Savannah Bee Company, the Spice and Tea Exchange.
Do enjoy tea.
And spicy tea.
I enjoy spices as well.
And Under Armour.
So no discounts at Jock Lindsay's?
It doesn't appear.
I don't get like a free bar bite at Jock Lindsay's.
Doesn't appear so.
Get nothing at Art Smith's. So what they're doing is they're giving discounts to the places that need traffic.
I don't know that that's what they're doing. Maybe I don't get the impression that Polite Pig needs traffic. Maybe they just want to be part of the game.
Can I also say that Gideon's was supposed to open in 2020, and we're getting really close to that.
I know.
Is Gideon's on the list?
No.
Okay, so then there's no implication there that Gideon's would be open for the Christmas season. Still says on their website.
It's a leap, though.
If Gideon's was on there with a discount, then we would know they're going to open at the Christmas season.
That's true. There's no indication in this Christmas Stroll game.
So we're not going to call it a game. I think that is a broad brush, but we're going to say, it's not bad. It gives you a little something to do.
Yeah.
But the reward is not great.
I'll say that if you're going to Disney Springs with little ones, this can help bargain with them a little bit.
It could also just be a night. I mean, little kids might like to just find the trees.
Yeah, absolutely. I think so.
I don't know what little kids like to do.
Who doesn't love a Christmas tree?
Right. So are we both going to do like a Christmas thing for the whole month?
I don't know. I'm trying to.
Look at you, because you didn't do spooky at all for Halloween. You did no spooky in October, and I was spooky on a limb by myself.
Why would you remember that?
Just a month ago.
What would you think?
How could I forget it? You were doing like
I'm gonna
Charmin's
try to.
Carousel, and I'm
my-
killing the spookiness.
Unless you destroy it tonight, because I don't know what you're doing.
Oh, you're going to love what I'm doing tonight.
I've got my World Showcase for next week already picked up.
I'm so excited about tonight's.
Well, let's hit it.
Okay. So we are talking about breaking the glass ceiling at the North Pole.
What?
We are kicking it back to when Disney Plus launched last year at this time in 2019 with the movie Noelle.
Okay. Well, you know what? I loved that movie.
I loved it too.
It was delightful.
It had, differing reviews. Like some people didn't like it. It got kind of like middle of the road reviews. I thought it was adorable. I'm also a huge fan of Anna Kendrick.
Right.
So it was starring Anna Kendrick as Noelle Kringle and her brother Bill Hader as Nick Kringle. And they made a great brother-sister pair, I thought. So it was released in the U.S. on November 12th of 2019, released in the UK just this past weekend, November 27th of 2020. So I know we have some UK listeners. So what I want to say is, spoilers, I'm going to talk about the plot of the movie. So if you have not watched it yet, come back, pause, and come back, okay?
Yeah, go watch it, though. Because you won't hate the fact that we made you stop and then go watch it.
No, I think it was great. So E.T. Online called her the first female Santa Claus. So there are a lot of Mrs. Clauses.
Yeah.
But no other official female Santa Clauses.
Right. Who plays the role of
Santa Claus, right? So she did break the glass ceiling at the North Pole. So here's a quick plot for those of you that haven't seen it. There is spoilers, so heads up, spoilers. But I'll not going into a whole bunch of details, but we'll get to the end. So Santa dies 5 months before Christmas. Sorry, kids. So his son has to become
Tragic
Santa
start.
rather quickly. Honestly, it's not a Disney movie if they don't kill a parent.
Well, that's valid.
Right? So let's just start straight out with knocking off Santa Claus.
Get that out of the way.
Hey, at least it wasn't the mom.
Sure.
The problem is Nick Kringle just doesn't seem to pick up anything. He doesn't seem to have like the magic. He doesn't have that like natural warmth. He's frustrated. Frankly, he sucks as Santa.
And he knows it.
He knows it. He's also not interested in the job. His sister, who is seemingly perfect in every way, suggests that he go away for the weekend. Right? She's like, you're in your own head. Just get out of the North Pole for the weekend. He ends up going to Phoenix, Arizona, and he doesn't return. So after he's gone for like 7 days, the North Pole newspapers are just all aflutter with the fact that Santa Claus is not there and we're getting closer to Christmas. So Noelle and her elf nanny, Polly, which is played by Shirley MacLaine, who was fan-freaking-tastic.
She is so good.
They go after him. So they find Nick in Phoenix, Arizona, teaching yoga classes and loving the sunshine. Now, here's what I love. Like, when he teaches yoga classes, instead of doing, like, downward dog, he does, like, reindeer pose and Christmas tree pose. It's so great. I loved Bill Hader as a yoga teacher. It was awesome. However, I think the real star of the movie is Snow Cone.
Of course.
Which is Noelle's baby reindeer who flies. He's solid white.
Yeah.
He's like a puppy reindeer.
Yes.
And he is totes adorbs.
Insanely, like, underrated animal sidekick, adorable.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, I need a snow cone. Like, I need for them to be selling his plushie at the parks. Because
Absolutely.
He
That
is
a
so
wasted opportunity.
Freaking cute. So stinking cute.
Yep.
I love that little reindeer. Yep. So he's totes adorbs. Well, he ends up flying from the North Pole to Phoenix, Arizona with like a special letter for Noelle and Polly. So he's also in Phoenix, Arizona, which is just adorable. A lot of stuff happens. But essentially, they realize that Noelle would be a better Santa. The only thing that's keeping her from the job is that she's not a man. Right? So the movie culminates in Nick returning to the North Pole to nominate Noelle as Santa. And when he does that, everybody's like,
what?
No. And they check the rules and realize there's actually no rule against Santa being a woman.
And rightly so.
Exactly. So here are some of the things I like about this movie. So again, I got you to the punchline, but I left out tons of the plot.
Sure.
It is a funny movie.
Yeah, it is.
It is cute. It is adorable. There's a scene where, like, Anna Kendrick is in the freezer of a convenience store just because she's so hot in Phoenix, Arizona. And she enjoys the cold, right? Where Nick is walking around in, like, tie-dye and shorts. Yeah. She's in the freezer, and so somebody opens up the freezer to look at her because she's in the freezer at a convenience store.
Totally crazy.
And Noelle says, "Oh, I love your pants. They're so jolly." And the lady's wearing, like, yoga pants. And the lady says, "Oh, well, thank you. They're my yoga pants, like yours." Because Anna Kendrick is also wearing like tights.
Like elf tights.
Yeah, like leggings. And so Anna Kendrick says, "Thank you. I do love my yogurt pants." And the lady's like, "No, yoga pants." And she says, "Yes, my yogurt pants." Like, she has no idea. And her brother's off teaching the yoga class. It's funny. So I did a horrible job explaining that. But anyway, there's a lot of lighthearted levity throughout the movie.
And few people in TV or movies today do heartwarming and funny like Anna Kendrick and Bill Hader.
Oh, yes. They're fantastic. So here's what I like about the film. Okay? Number one, Noelle is smart, funny, and a natural leader.
Yep.
Okay, Anna Kendrick is just awesome. Entertainment Online quoted as saying, "Everybody at the beginning of the shoot," this was a quote of Noelle when they interviewed Anna Kendrick. She said, "Everybody at the beginning of the shoot was like, 'You're going to be so sick of Christmas clothes and Christmas music.' And I was like, 'Oh yeah, watch me.'" That is totally her.
She is delightful.
Right? I love her. The sleigh is also really fun.
Yeah.
So Anna was talking about the sleigh, and this is how she describes it in this interview with ET. She says, "It's on this big gimbal, and there's a guy across the room holding a remote, and he just throws you around." And we had to do a lot of takes on those because I couldn't stop smiling. feels like you're on a personalized roller coaster, so I ruined a lot of takes because I could not contain how happy it made me. And I was supposed to be like really, really scared. Right? I mean, she's having a blast.
She's so good.
I love it when people, like celebrities, are interviewed and they're like, you know what, man, this is a cool job.
They love what they do. I know. And that seems like her. I literally just started following her this week because she seems to legitimately love what she's doing.
Yes. So she's awesome. Like, as a person, as an actress, in the role, love her. And supposedly she's also awesome in the Trolls movie. She voices one of the trolls, and it's fantastic. So earmuffs, if you've got kids in the car, she can be a woman in charge and also not be a bitch.
That's right.
She completely normalizes female empowerment. And she shows how ridiculous and sometimes unfounded gender roles in leadership can be. Yeah. Right? So she also, the whole movie intentionally points out, look, it's time to take a look at our societal norms and question them on a routine basis.
Yes.
So there's
and what better way to do that than Santa being a woman?
Right. So there's a line in the movie that's sort of like thrown away where they're talking about, well, Santa can't be a woman. And the line says, well, it's just this thing we've been doing for 1,000 years. You know, I don't know. These things happened. We all just assumed women couldn't do it.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So again, it normalizes women in charge. Yep. And it makes you question these societal roles of, well, why can't a woman do this?
That's right.
Why has this always been done by a man?
It's a lighthearted movie, but it actually has quite a serious question.
Yes. And it was produced in 2017 and didn't come out until 2019.
Interesting.
To which Shirley MacLaine said, I bet we've got like a transgender president by then. Well, sorry, Shirley.
Not quite.
So, Noelle also has a semi-love interest in Arizona when she befriends a young black detective who is divorced and trying to be an amazing dad. Right? So this totally normalizes interracial relationships. Yep. That's not even a topic. It's completely normalized. Yep. And it humanizes a woman in charge. She can be both a woman and a leader and do a good job at both.
Yep.
And by the way, the dad can be both black, smart, employed, and divorced, and still a good father.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
He's not a loser. He's just divorced.
That's right.
So it normalizes those types of things. Yep. Same thing with Nick. Yeah. He's not less of a man because he's teaching yoga. He wants to teach yoga, and that's fine.
He's chasing his dream too.
When you and I watched it, I remember us talking about the elves.
Yeah.
So this movie is very inclusive, but especially the elves.
Yes, that's right.
So you've got Eliza Vinlani, who's going to be Miss Marvel. She's going to be the first Muslim superhero.
Oh, yeah.
She's a tech elf.
No kidding.
Kingsley Ben Adir is the son of Trinidad immigrants. He's Noelle's love interest. Diana Maria Riva is of Dominican heritage, and she plays Helen Rojas.
That's awesome.
Right, so it is a very inclusive movie. Yeah. It's funny. Yep. It's lighthearted. Yep. And it tackles big things while completely normalizing
also allowing you just to have a good time watching a fun movie.
Yes. So if you have not watched Noelle, go watch it. Yeah. Bust that glass ceiling of the North Pole wide open this holiday season.
That's right. It's totally worth it. Totally agree.
Preach.
You know, good job, hon.
I love that. I'm so excited about that one.
You had such an in to get
I was
there.
ready for that one.
Oh, boy. So that's our show for this week. We hope you loved it. And if you did, you know what to do. Go out to iTunes, leave us a review, rate our show, and just sit back and watch all the new listeners come in.
or we can sit back and watch the new listeners come in. And if you're looking for more things Disney, please visit scfadp.com. That's S for super, C for Cali, F for fragilistic, A for awesome, D for Disney, P for podcast. I promise we are going to post that lava cake video this week. The disaster and the recovery, we're going to get to it.
Yeah, that's right. I tried to work on it, but my computer just will not get there.
PC.
So, okay. That's true. So I'm just a failure at that also. But hey, join us in all the conversation that takes place every day on the socials, Instagram and Twitter. You will find us at SCFADP in both locations.
Yes, we would love to hear from you.
The more the merrier. And with that, we hope to see you real soon.